Hello everyone and welcome back to more Football Manager 2019 with me, Mr. Grand 2, in episode 66 of Monaco. And, well, if we have a look at the schedule, we can see that things have gone just a little bit wrong. Since last time then, last episode we played Celtic and PSG, and we got a draw with PSG, which normally would be pretty good, but in this case isn't enough because it means their lead is already far and beyond us at this early stage in the season, still only November, and since then things haven't improved. So until our most recent match, we were 5 league matches without a win. Obviously the PSG game was a reasonable one, but the other one's very, very disappointing. The draws with Saint Etienne and Toulouse, but then since last time, a 1-1 draw with Stade Brestois, which defies all belief. Their goalkeeper got a 7.4, which I don't think I've ever seen, nearly unheard of on the game. He was, of course, player of the match, and as you can see from the shots on target, 22 shots on target out of 45 shots. They had 1 shot in total. So, of course, the game ended 1-1. I mean, this is Football Manager. That's what happens. Very similar story against Stade Rennais, except for the fact that we actually lost that one rather than a draw. Their goalkeeper, once again, had an excellent performance. Not quite as extreme as the other game, but still 33 shots, 11 on target. They had 2 in total, so of course they won 1-0. And it just seems to be a league thing. I think everyone is just sitting back incredibly deeply against us, and much like Crystal Palace against Man United or whatever, they are able to get themselves a result. We just don't have enough to break them down, which is pretty ridiculous. I mean, maybe we need a change of tactic next season. I don't know. I don't think so, because we won 6-0 against Celtic. Fantastic performance, 6 different scorers in that one, very, very good. And as said, our most recent game, we have ended our poor run of form in the league with a 1-0 win against Nîmes. Not particularly great that we had to play a full-strength side against a team like that, but there we go. Desperate times call for desperate measures, and if we look at the league table, it is definitely desperate times. After 14 games, we find ourselves down in 5th place. Now, this is partly, as you can see, due to the fact that other teams around us have played pretty well, while we've been not so good recently, but we are only 1 point behind Lyon and Toulouse, and then 2 points behind Marseille, who we're going to play in the second game today. It's going to be a 3-game episode, I think, given the perilousness of our league position, but we are 9 points behind PSG. They have luckily lost their most recent game because it could have been a lot worse, so it's not an insurmountable lead, but it's not looking particularly likely, and if we do lose to Marseille, then I would say pretty much impossible. But we have also got the last 2 matches of our Champions League group, and qualification is looking like a reasonable possibility. We're going to play Liverpool first of all, and then we're going to play Borussia Dortmund in the third and final game of the episode. And yeah, it's pretty tight. We're on 8 points, 2 behind Liverpool, who have already qualified, but we're 4 clear of Dortmund. So, I mean, theoretically, we could end up finishing third, but we're not going to finish any lower than third. So we will at least still be in Europe, and I expect us to probably get through in some way. What annoyed me about most of those results is that no one really is actually playing particularly badly. I mean, players were getting 6.9 or 7 in all those games, and we just didn't find a way to break the teams down. But anyway, our first match day is against Liverpool, and we're going to go with this team. Lafont's going to be in goal, Mendy, Martinez, De Ligt, and Henriks at the back. Lozano and Berardi on the wings. Lozano obviously scored last time out, so I think he can keep his place. Scarva's got himself a bit of an injury. He'll be out for a few weeks, so Berardi's going to play on the right-hand side. Kessie and Valmir in the middle because Tielemans has been not particularly great. Dani Olmo and Patrick Schick in the forward areas because Aouar is suspended for this game. Of course, if we do actually beat Liverpool today, then we'll secure our qualification for the next round, in which case we'll probably just leave the Dortmund game because we're going to get a difficult team in the next round regardless of whether we win the group or not, so it doesn't really matter. But if we lose, then we will need to play the Dortmund game as well. Anyway, Dani Olmo on the ball. Can we have a good positive start here? No, Keita has robbed us of possession, running all the way around the outside. Tierney puts it in on a plate for Mohamed Salah, and Liverpool take the lead very early on here in decisive fashion. Oh, Lozano robs Alexander-Arnold, but I'll cut this. Well, Danny almost won the ball back, charging down the left-hand side. Patrick Schick doesn't have much support. Some arrives, and Valmir flicks it just wide past the post. I'm going to go positive. That's what we did against Nîmes, and it seemed to do the trick. So let's see if it can provide the key to unlock the Liverpool defence. Olmo with a free kick, hits it straight against the wall, and he's missed the rebound. Sadio Mane running clear for Mohamed Salah on a play in exactly the same position as the first goal to make it 2, and this game looks pretty much beyond us already. I mean, that was just bad luck. We have had a pretty large amount of bad luck. I mean, that was just purely bad luck. Not particularly convincing goalkeeping from Lafont. He was rubbish for France during the recent international break as well. We have qualified for Euro 2022, I think it is, 2024. Although we did lose our final qualification match to England. It was just 7-0. Anyway, Patrick Schick steals in. Let's not mention that again. 2-1. Straight back in there. Poor defensive pass from Kieran Tierney, and we're able to get ourselves back on the score sheet. Not still a long way to go, but yeah, pretty poor from Tierney there, and Schick steals in. Poacher's finish from him, and it's his 11th of the season. 2-1. Can we find ourselves an equaliser in this half? Not if we play like that. Ben Woodburn's through, and Ben Woodburn, it's his first goal of the season, obviously. I mean, we're just having all the FM tropes in this episode, getting absolutely annihilated by the FM gods in this one. Salah puts it over the top. It gets the assist for himself this time. Ben Woodburn, just too easy. We've got probably the best centre-back partnership in the world, and they're being given the runaround today. Not their finest hour. They're both still very, very young, so that probably is part of it. But yeah, not great from either of them today. And it is 4-1 now. Trent Alexander-Arnold with a free kick, and well, not a great performance. And we are going to need to play the Dortmund game because we have to. We don't have a choice. We can't just forfeit the match. It doesn't work like that. But we're going to have to play the Dortmund game in this episode because we need to win. Otherwise, we may not actually get through to the knockout stages. And my job could be up for grabs here. It's 5-1. Absolutely dreadful. I'm not sure what's gone wrong. Really, just everyone seems to be being a bit rubbish at the moment. And there we go. Let's just move on rapidly, shall we? So a few changes for this one. Aouar comes back in following his suspension, but Valmir is suspended, so Tielemans comes in place of him. Barek is going to come in for Mendy because he's a little bit tired. De Ligt's got a little bit of an injury as well, so we'll bring in Mamana in central defence. Otherwise, it is the same. I mean, while we're here, let's just look at the last 5 games in terms of see how well people are doing. Aouar's not been great, really. Lozano's not been great. 6.7, is that Berardi? Yeah, he's not been great either. And 6.78 from Lafont. Absolutely shocking goalkeeping recently. In fact, I've fined him for his performance against Liverpool, but I think I'm going to drop him. I mean, we've only got Rajkovic, who isn't exactly much better, but get him out of the squad because clearly he's not been good enough of late. And you know what? No passengers. Berardi's been rubbish as well. But bring on Callum Hudson-Odoi. I mean, he can play the role pretty well. See what he can do. So get a result here, and we will at least be back more in the conversation for European football. And this is a great start. It's not a great start. Patrick Schick steals in just as he did against Liverpool, but unlike against Liverpool, he can't find the net. And, possible penalty here, though, from the resultant corner. Indeed it is. Mamana goes down. Who's taken it? It didn't give me a chance to change it. It's Tielemans. He missed his last one. Thankfully, he doesn't miss this one for his own sake and ours. And we have got ourselves the lead just over 3 minutes in. And, can't ask for much more than that. Let's not do anything stupid and throw it all away. Corner in from Tielemans looking for Mamana. It's bouncing around and nothing doing. Marseille can break here with Brenner, and he's got men over if he can find it. Badu on this left-hand side flicks it back across. Luckily, we get it away. Frank Kessie looking to break. Hudson-Odoi, can he inject some pace into our attack? Aouar flips it up to Schick. Can he put it across? No, he's giving it away himself, and it's end-to-end stuff here. Tovan looking to go through, and his shot in the end, thankfully, goes wide. Martinez with the throw, and so much action in this game. And at this early stage, Henriks wins the ball back. Can we get a second? Really assert our dominance on this one. Barreca to Lozano, running forwards into space. Can he slip someone through? No, straight to the defence. We get it back though. Another chance for Lozano to put a good ball in. He goes back to Barreca. We go through the middle. Aouar to Lozano. Goes for the shot himself. And Irving Lozano finds a way through the gap. Finds a way to put the ball in. And we have recovered, seemingly, from that dreadful performance against Liverpool and our dreadful recent run of form. And we've got ourselves a 2-0 lead against second place Marseille. Brenner with a corner in the second half. Diallo heads it in, and we get very, very lucky. Badu cracks it against the post, and Rajkovic is there to save. And it's our turn, so far, to have a goalkeeper actually playing well. Maybe this is what we needed, just bring some changes. Too many players coasting in the team. And, Marseille once again hit the crossbar. Rajkovic just about gets away with it, and has our luck finally turned? Brenner in to get a goal back for Marseille, and he puts it wide. And with just 1 minute of added time on the clock, it looks like we're getting a fantastic, fantastic win here that was really very needed. Given our recent poor performances, and it's not going to come close to getting us back on track in terms of winning the league, but it is going to get us back into the reckoning for European football, and that might be all we can really hope for at this stage of the season, even though it is still very early on. And are we going to keep this clean sheet? Time surely up now. Balde to Aouar, and any second now. There we go. A 2-0 win away at Marseille. Absolutely fantastic performance. Where's that been? Where has that been? Rajkovic getting himself a 7.4 and securing himself a start against Borussia Dortmund. Mamana played well as well. Rajkovic getting himself a 7.4 and securing himself a start against Borussia Dortmund. Mamana played well as well. Hudson-Odoi wasn't bad. He's not registered for Europe, unfortunately. Some good performances out there from a lot of players, and excellent result. So one great performance, one rubbish performance. What are we going to get in the third and final decisive match of the episode against Borussia Dortmund? Win, and we go through to the Champions League knockouts. Lose, and we'll only be in the Europa League knockouts, which, as we've discussed, might not be the worst thing ever, although the board do not agree. So De Ligt and Mendy can come back in because they're fit. Hendricks is going to come in place of Kessie. He's really not played very much this season, that's for sure. Certainly not recently, while we haven't really been rotating. Berardi's going to have to come in on the right-hand side, which is a little bit unfortunate considering he's not been very good. But the main thing is that Rajkovic is going to stay in goal in place of Lafont, who has been absolute rubbish. Zivkovic with a free kick for Dortmund, starting things off. Rajkovic is able just about to get there. Not the most conventional goalkeeping from the Serbian, but it seems to be doing the trick at the moment. Looking to come forward with Lozano, switches out to Berardi, cutting inside, forces a fine save from Odysseus in the Dortmund goal. Great name. I'm not sure he's a regen. Tielemans with a free kick, corner in, and there's a foul on the edge of the box, which Paslak it's just going to be a free kick. Why is this being extended? What a weird highlight. Tielemans taking it, and it's somehow not gone in, despite there being an empty goal for that one. Tielemans with a corner, De Ligt heads it in, and Matthias De Ligt rises highest. The captain with a captain's goal, only his second of the season, but a decisive one it could well prove to be. Great header from him, fantastic across the goalkeeper. We've got the lead, and we are going through to the knockout round as things stand. Hendricks robs Dortmund when they were on the counter. Schick flips it out to Berardi. Plenty of players here if we can get the ball in. Lisandro Martinez, of all people, puts it in on a plate for Patrick Schick. 12 goals this season for him. Definitely his most prolific year for a while. And, of course, unsurprisingly, he's attracting interest from Barcelona because of it. His contract is actually up relatively soon, so we're going to have to renew that. Hopefully, he wants to talk to me. We'll check at half-time. But a great finish from him. He's in fantastic form, and we are now in control here against Borussia Dortmund. And it seems, hopefully, crisis averted. Can we possibly get a third here before half-time, or is it going to be something a little bit more negative? De Ligt flips it forwards to no one in particular, but Zivkovic with a poor touch. He's got it back, though. and Dortmund potentially coming forwards. This is a weird highlight. I'm not sure how this is going to go. Apart from being cut, obviously. Chong running forwards for Dortmund. Can they get a goal back just before half-time? Zivkovic flips it across, and Tahith Chong, formerly of Manchester United, puts the ball across the goalkeeper. Rajkovic's resolve has been broken, and what looked like a commanding lead is looking a little bit more shaky. Not the best goalkeeping there. Chong's missing his massive hair as well, which is very disappointing. So we do still have the lead, 2-1. Let's not be complacent, I think. Don't think the job's done. We've got to see this through. A draw would be fine, because a draw would see us go through anyway, but we mustn't slip any more than one goal. Dortmund come forwards again. We cannot afford to concede more than one, and we have conceded one. Paco Alcacer getting in to make it 2-2. As said, this is fine. This is fine, but the momentum is definitely with Dortmund, and another one for them will see us into the Europa League unless we can muster some sort of response. Defence asleep for that one. Brilliant finish, brilliant run from Alcacer, you have to say. Not quick enough reactions from the pair of them, though. The Elements with a corner in, and Pietro Pellegrini on as a substitute. Very unfortunate not to have played more this season. That's only his third goal. He's not really scored when he started, but he makes an impact from the bench here. And that really doesn't look like it went in the goal, but apparently it did. It did. And he's scored because I brought him on not for Schick, but for Aouar, who's been rubbish again. And can we get ourselves a fourth? That would be nice. But yeah, playing Schick and attacking midfield, and we're going to try that, see if it works going forwards. Schick just wide, that would have sealed it. But 3-2 looking good. Even if they get a goal back, this should hopefully be done. Just 2 minutes left of normal time. Dortmund are coming forwards though, which is relatively ominous. Horn on this side, Zivkovic cuts in, Chong is there, and Rajkovic with an important save. There we are, a 3-2 win. Fantastic performance overall, you have to say. And we've made it through into the knockout round once again. Every single season we've done that since season 1, where obviously we didn't. But very good performance. It was a very difficult group. And after the disappointing performance against Liverpool in the start of the episode, we've had 2 brilliant performances since then, which has helped restore some good form after what's been a pretty patchy spell for us. And we're looking good going into the rest of December, safely into the Champions League knockout rounds. Hopefully we can keep up our good form in the league. We're going to have to rotate a little bit more, I think. Everyone's getting a bit tired. Pellegrini deserves some more game time, it's fair to say. Other players are pretty much treading water and may well find themselves being replaced in January. I'm looking at Lafont and I'm looking at Domenico Berardi, that is for sure. But that is going to be the end of the episode there. Thank you very much for watching. Next time we will have gone through probably the rest of December and probably all of January as well, unless there's any major transfer action. We'll probably come back, probably when the Champions League knockout round is drawn. We'll come back for that. So thank you very much for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel so you do not miss the next episode, and I will see you next time.